Hello, 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 hello. Happy Friday. Ooh, ooh. Do 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 do. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. But happy Friday, everyone. I wonder how I hope everyone's doing fine. Week is coming to the end. What up, D? I see you in here. Welcome. Welcome. Today is just a chat day. We don't have to work out. I think some of you are pretty happy about that. But tomorrow is back to the workout. I want to know, D, how's your week been? How are your Friday? Today was a productivity day for me, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Feel like I deserve something. I'm about to say I deserve some type of reward, but I've been rewarding myself all day. I definitely slacked when it came to eating moderately today. I just had like 57 donuts, so I know I'm definitely gonna have to work out hardcore tomorrow. All right, what you doing, phone? What you doing? I think one of these alarms keeps going off. Let me go ahead and get this situated. What are you doing? Alright, there we go. That should bring it back. Let's see. I see someone else popped in here. What up, Mo Kitchens? How you doing today? Hope your week is sometimes I want to be like, oh, I know the weekend's coming up, but some people don't have that typical Monday through Friday schedule. I used to be one of those people when I used to work at the casino. But, it's Friday, may not be Friday for everybody. Girl at the beach, I see you. Welcome, welcome. Today we'll be chilling today. Gotta get my hydration station on. Yesterday we got to chill with Lindsay. That was a fun convo. For Mo Kitchens, this week has been a crazy week, but I made it, sort of. Well, you're done. Well, I don't know, because there is still Saturday and Sunday. Let's see, Shelly, welcome. Hey, Cuzzo, welcome to the chat. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? I mean, I know I do. I got a friend coming in. She actually comes in tomorrow. She'll be flying in later on in the evening, though. She'll be here for just a few days, basically just a weekend. She'll be here until, I want to say, Monday evening. So officially we have Sunday all day, day and night to enjoy. Then Monday during the day, I feel like both of us are excited about a beach day. And then we're also looking at either going kayaking or swimming with the manatees. We talked about that at some point, where a lot of people who have been in Florida have had that opportunity where they've been swimming with the manatees. I, of course, was like, they're here to mate, so I don't know. But at the same time, I do want to see it because everybody talks about them like they are these magical creatures. So we may be doing the snorkeling with the manatees that are kayaking. Something, we got to continue with this exploring Florida, even though I'm switching it up with different friends. I still got to get my exploration on. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, so Girl at the Beach is going to the Arboretum. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get Google to pronounce that for me. Hold on. Arbor. Oh, that's in Tampa too. Oh, okay. Botanical collection, exclusively trees and shrubs. Okay. Well, that sounds peaceful, exciting. And I noticed that when I typed it in, it appeared that one of them was actually in Tampa. So let's see what that's all about. Y'all might be able to hear B-Rabbit breathing. It is hot. And I don't have the AC running because otherwise you'd have some issues hearing us. Are you going to the one in Tampa? Girl at the Beach? the USF Botanical Gardens. That's what's popping up under the AI suggestions. That's near the University of South Florida. I still want to see how you pronounce this. Arboretum. Where's the pronunciation button? Where's that at? Help a girl out. I thought wait. You know what? YouTube. This is how life works in my brain, you know what I'm saying? Say something cool and exciting, I gotta go straight to YouTube. There's probably gonna be a little echo for y'all. Gotta wait till. Hold on now. Get to it now. You doing too much. Just get to my word.
Course is about hog rendering plants. Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'll be looking today at Arboretum. Arboretum.
I pretty much had it, y'all. Arboretum. Okay. Lots of states have them, so not technically the one here in Florida is the one that you're going to. Okay, what else we got? Weather is supposed to be bad here in Georgia, so I'll be at home. All right, so most staying in the house. Girl at the beach is going to be enjoying the flowers. Lots of states have them. It's like, and then you try to help me out with the pronunciation. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. Like I said, hooked on phonics didn't always work for me. I still don't know the difference between short and long vowels, so hey, I do my best. So, all right, so weather in Georgia. What's weather in Georgia looking like? How bad is bad? Y'all ain't got snow again, do you? Cause I know Georgia was not happy about that. Let's see what the weather look like in Georgia. Weather, go. Oh, dang, severe weather. As in like severely hot, or cause it looks sunny. I don't know what city they doing though. No snow. Oh, you enjoyed the snow? See, that's cause did you have to shovel? If you had to do any shoveling, you know, it's not as enjoyable. But if it, you know, snowed and then like the next day it kind of melted away and you didn't have to do any physical labor, then I can understand why you would enjoy yourself. I haven't dealt with like inches of snow in so long. Thunders and possible tornadoes. Oh no, ma'am. I didn't even know Georgia was a place where tornadoes even hit until Milton. I want to say it was Milton, where everybody was like, okay, so Florida's experiencing hurricanes, but then there's also some tornadoes up like the southern states. In my head, it was just the Midwest, like, you know, Kansas, that area where there's nothing but, I assume, farmland. When I learned that these tornadoes hit up any and everybody, I said, well, goodness gracious. I'll be. I mean, granted, I don't watch the weather. This is why I don't know these things. And then I know somebody's like, well, you would have learned it in elementary school. That's why I don't remember it, because it was in elementary school. But, okay. T-word scares you. Thunderstorms? No, probably more or less tornadoes. Yeah, tornadoes scare me too, because all I think about is the Wizard of Oz. However, if I did get caught in a tornado and wound up in a different world that was kind of cool and magical, then it wouldn't be as scary. However, I haven't heard any stories outside of the Wizard of Oz where that happened. Most of the stories is like, well, I lost my dog and my house and everything I own. So that is why I'm still on the fearful path. But sometimes I at least like to cross my fingers and hope that magic is real and the experience won't be as bad as possible. But in the meantime, I'm going to stay out of it. The Wizard of Oz is one of your favorite movies? My mom said when I was young, I used to be scared of the monkeys. Now, I don't remember that. I don't remember being fearful of the monkeys. But I could see why it may have scared me as a kid. I like the Wizard of Oz. You know, I'm going to have to say the music from The Wiz kind of hits me a little bit more. And then of course recently I saw Wicked in the theaters. Did you see Wicked? I've seen the musical. I got to see the musical at some point in time. I can't remember which year, when I lived in Vegas, and then recently I got to see the movie, and I will say I am already looking for part 2. I'm like, bring it out. I hate when I have to wait like a year in order to finish the story. I'm like, give it to me now. I am struggling. The Wiz, I know. I wish I want to say I saw the Wiz on stage in like middle school, and it may have been like the high school. That I know I was much younger, and I just remember seeing the Wiz on stage and everybody had roller skates. Now that was like a school performance. I don't know what it's like when adults do it, but if they definitely do roll around in roller skates, the actual version on stage with adults, I gotta see the Wiz as well. Definitely gotta see the Wiz on stage. I haven't seen the Wizard of Oz on stage. If they do have a stage version, I've just seen the movie. Are you into the plays as well, or are you just like a movie girl? See, to do this one in Facebook. I'm open to being sent to another world. Mo, you feel me, right? You know what I'm saying? You like the plays as well. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that I know you like plays, Girl at the Beach, and we already know the Wiz, and you like the Wizard of Oz. But let's say if you had to pick maybe 3 to 5 favorite plays, preferably musicals, because I prefer musicals. But if you want to give me standard plays, you can give me standard plays too, or a mix. While you getting that typed up, you know I gotta get mine ready. For number 1 is definitely gonna be Aida. And the reason I'm saying that is because Aida was the first time I watched the musical and actually cried, because the person who was singing voice was, oh my god, I got to see it with Heather Headley. That experience pretty much changed me. That's when I want to say, after seeing that on stage, seeing Aida, and this was like when they first came out, I was set. I really wanted to move to New York at the time. I was like, I want to move to New York. I want to enter this world. This is perfect. I got to be a part of it. However, New York is cold. So instead, when life kind of got to, when the opportunity arose after college, at some point I said, well, New York is cold and expensive. I can't do that. So instead, that's when I wound up moving to Vegas, because in my head, Vegas was basically New York, but the warm version. So Aida definitely kind of affected my life. It's the reason certain decisions were made. I would also have to put, not necessarily in order, but some other plays that, oh yes, The Lion King. You know, I was just about to, good one, Shelly. The Lion King on stage is amazing as well. Now I gotta think about, okay, so Aida is the only one I can put in order, because now I'm gonna be messed up. But I will have to say, Book of Mormon I thought was hilarious. Wicked was a play that I had to see multiple times. Rent, even though Rent, the stage, the production, it's not like a lot that goes on in the background. The music, I fell in love with the music. So Rick gets almost like an honorary spot on the list. Production wise, it's like real chill. It's not like, it's not like a costume changing, set change and stuff like that. So that's kind of like unfun. But outside of that, boom, boom, boom. I love the music. So where we at? I had Aida, Rent, Book of Mormon, Wicked. Now I gotta think of one more. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what, Shelly? I'm gonna go ahead and put Lion King on there. I'm gonna put Lion King on there. Oh, I saw Phantom of the Opera once too. That one was actually pretty cool. I don't know why this keeps happening. Why it keeps like, give me a sec. I gotta see. Hold on, yeah. I'm still here, just no visuals for you, because I'm trying to figure out why my camera keeps disconnecting. Ooh, the color purple. Mo, you got the color purple on here now. The Wiz, Lion King, and the color purple. Those are the list for Mo. Now, you reminded me of CK right now. She loves the color purple. And I'm always like, I'm sorry. Color purple, I will admit, the movie of the musical was really good. I haven't seen it on stage yet. But generally speaking, the storyline of the color purple is just, it breaks my heart. It's just so sad. So I usually don't put it on the list of my favorites. Okay. Stand by, folks. Let me see what I can do about this camera. Hold on. connect. Oh, I broke it, y'all. I done broke it. Okay, Phantom of Opera, Les Miserables, or whatever miserable was. I have not made it through that movie yet. Every time I start watching it, I never started from the beginning. I've never started it from the beginning. It's always like the movie is playing somewhere and then I just turn it on. And it's always a sad scene. I feel like that movie is just as probably as sad as The Color Purple. So, I'm not a fan of the sad dramas. Like, if I'm watching a play, if I'm watching a movie, the whole point in my view is to escape life. So I need to see things, and I need to when it's realistic, when it's like people struggling, people suffering, exactly what we deal with regularly, I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to watch this. It's like watching the news. I'm more or less like, give me imagination, give me adventure, give me not your typical. If any of my friends can write the story, if it's like a diary entry, nah. I need somebody to be like, man, I was drunk one day and then I wrote this story. That's probably the story that I want to watch. I need a little tragedy and triumph. You sound like, oh man, if CK was in here, she'd probably be one-on-one with you right now. What up, Lisa? I see you in here. Welcome. Let's see, Girl at the Beach, I do have a hard time watching sad movies. See, that is me. But I get what you're saying, Mo. Little tragedy and triumph. Some people really do prefer it to be realistic because it gives them hope. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, if I don't know, it don't give me hope. I just be sad. I wake up, go to bed, have bad dreams, wake up sad. I don't need none of that. Lisa, how you doing today? How's your Friday? Action movies? Ooh, action movies. I love a good action movie too. Action movies is, because I like the superhero world. I'm a big fan of the superhero world. Action movies, when you mix in some action and comedy, really tops it off. I'm good that you're having a good day, good Friday. You excited about this weekend that's approaching? I'm excited just because I got a friend coming in town. And, we got some activities planned. I actually need to book these activities because we keep talking about them but not booking them. And I feel like if we keep waiting, when we finally like, all right, we're going to go today, they're going to be like, we already sold out. So when I get off, I think I need to remember to do that. I do need, one reason I actually had this set up, because with the past couple videos, I still have the standard thumbnail on. I haven't upgraded the thumbnail to make it a little personal to what actually happened in the live. I believe some of you made it to the live yesterday where I got to hang out with Lindsay and just talk about what it's like as two friends who are now living the world of art, or living in the RV world. That was fun. I definitely see why a lot of people who do live streams like to have people with them. It makes it a lot more fun, a lot more engaging. I wish, the friends were always around when I'm around and available, so we can always have somebody popping in. But sometimes y'all just gonna have to deal with me. Sorry. It was also fun to listen to the live just to see how loud the dog was snoring. Because at the time we were like, I wonder if it's maybe just like kind of in the background. Maybe it's mellow. No, I listened to it. You definitely hear Maggie. So I'm assuming you can hear B-Rabbit panting right now. He could just take his butt in the bedroom. But of course he's going to stay up under me. So that'll be part of the soundtrack. As I'm preparing to relocate again, I was kind of having some flashbacks. For those of you who've been with the channel and you've, you knew Fatty when we would travel, hearing him just the whole time. Now I got another trip coming up, and this once again without him, so it does definitely make the trip easier not having a kitty cat who hates to traveling with me. But I miss having him in the background just cursing us out. You know, I miss my little fatty, and I think about him all the time. But when it's time to travel, I really think about him because I kind of just chuckle like, oh my God, he would have been just in the background, just. And this next one is like a 3 to 4 hour trip. The next destination, I'm preparing for that. Actually, had to do some running around because this is going to be the first time that I am towing my car. And the first time when I did Nevada to PA, I had the car shipped. Then when I did PA to Florida, I actually drove the RV down, flew back, and then drove the car down. This time I'm gonna go ahead and get a U-Haul. And I'm so nervous, y'all. Not get a U-Haul. I'm gonna drive the RV, but I'm gonna get a U-Haul dolly. That's what it's called. Dolly for the car. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. So had to get some stuff today. I'm gonna have a DIY project coming up that I'm actually gonna be doing while at the hip camp. With the RV, it has like, let me see if I can show y'all what's going on in the back. It's called like a quick connect. What was it called? I took a picture of it. Of course, it's on my phone. That's what I'm looking at right now. But either way, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. RV lights. What I see when I look at the back of the RV is something that I haven't really seen before. So I actually had to take a picture of it, then use reverse photo, and then that did bring up what it was. It still didn't necessarily help me figure it out because I guess the way they termed it, they assumed that I knew what the heck they were talking about, which of course I didn't. Luckily, good old-fashioned YouTube, there's like one video that I came across where they actually have the same RV, the Majestic, and with the Majestic, they are making the adjustments. I'm assuming the way the guy talks that he doesn't necessarily own the Majestic. Sounds like he just works on RVs. I don't know if he's a technician or not. I've only seen the one video, so I'm using that as my guide for what I need to do. So today I got a 4-flat kit, or whatever that means. This, because I'm written through U-Haul, as far as the connection piece for the lights. So for my brake lights, my turn signals, for those lights to kind of translate to the dolly, they have these connection pieces. So I have this here, but the one that I purchased, I'm gonna have to connect to what's back there. I don't really know how to connect this because the guy, no, actually he does explain it in his video. He does explain it. He explains how this is connected. So I have this part, and then I have this conduit so I can make it a little sturdy, a little waterproof, I suppose would be one way to explain it. And I kind of show y'all what I'm be doing, what I'm be working with. See if I can find that video. Let me go into where's my history? Because I've been going back and forth this video, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, hoping that it'll all make sense. Okay, here it is. That's what I got to.
Exploring without travel trailer insurance could have adventures going in the wrong direction.
Turn you off. You don't need for people to hear it. They just need to see it. Okay. So that's the new project I got coming up. What I got going on in the Stizzy world. Yep. We just going through commercials. Hold on. That makes life a little easier. Okay, here we go. So this is the video I've been watching, right? And I know y'all can't hear it, but I believe y'all can still hear me. So this is the Majestic, same as mine's. And in the very back, he's gonna go ahead and show you what we starting with. And this is some type of like quick connect. I think that's what they call it. And then that piece at the bottom, that's what I have to add. As of now, it doesn't have this dangly thing. It's just that backup, this thing in the box, this black thing in the box here, and it looks all weird. So with mine's, pause. So I don't have, you see the thing with the wires hanging out? I don't have that. I just have this weird thing with the yellow, the green, the white, and the brown. Each represents something. I just purchased the piece that's hanging down, the part that you kind of see. That's what I just recently purchased. That's what I have to put on. Kind of nervous. There we go. I was like, where's my face? I want to see my face too. But the way, you know, this video plays out, it doesn't look too hard. I'm gonna be doing this pretty soon. So luckily, like, it's real, it seems simple, straight to the point. I'm just hoping that I purchased the right pieces. This individual didn't link any of the products, but it looks pretty simple. See those little round pieces? In order to expose it, this wire, that's literally all I have to do is just shove it in there, push it down, shove it in there, and boom boom pow. And then in order to, I guess, waterproof it, that's where, there we go, this is the part, this is the process, right? That's what I have. I got this piece, that's what he's connecting right now. I got that. And then this is going to give it some protection. So as of now, he just has those wires that are hanging out the bottom exposed, but I'm gonna use this in order to cover everything up. And I'm cool with that part. I'm comfortable with this part. The part I'm still really worried about is the hitch. I still haven't purchased a hitch yet. I've never really dealt with hitches. I don't know anything about them outside of you need them if you are looking to tow things. But I guess there's like a lot of different options that are available to you, which is of course what's complicating things for me. Why do you keep doing that? Is something being pushed? Like what is the problem? Are we back? Okay. I don't know what's going on with the phone. We might have to start using the actual camera on the laptop if you're gonna be a hater. So that project's coming up before I need to leave. So like soon. Now this section here, that you see how the black is there, that's what it's not like the bestest. That black piece that's hanging down, that little tail that you can't see because my little stuff's in it, but there we go. Boom, that's better. So I got that piece as well. But now the next thing that I got to figure out is the hitch. I got to figure out like how big this thing is, how wide. I guess it looks like this is a 2-inch one, I guess, a 2-inch hitch. And then I have to match up the ball that's going to be on the U-Haul. That's supposed to be like a 2-inch ball. Let's see, U-Haul tow dolly. This is what I'm about to do. So gotta get that set up, and then I gotta go ahead, and this looks just like my car, so this is perfect, right? We got commercials going. Hold on, we're gonna go to flat screen. I mean, you know, we're gonna go to chat screen till we get the video prepped and ready. So has anybody ever done this? I need everybody who's done this to be like, it's not that bad, you'll be fine, because right now I'm so nervous, and I'm gonna be by myself. Setting it up, and of course I'm trying to figure out how to even make this work. I think what I'm gonna wind up doing is taking the RV to U-Haul, then purchasing the actual dolly, which is what he's putting on now, and that's the hitch that I don't have just yet. This thing that he's attaching to, I still don't have that. That's what I gotta order. And I'm a little nervous because I'm scared I'm going to order the wrong dang on thing. That's the connection piece. That's what I have. And that's what I'm going to be using in order to tow the car. I mean, I know I can do it. I just am nervous. I'm so nervous. These videos make it seem like it's straight and to the point. Like I won't have difficulty setting it up. But ain't nobody giving me no tips and tricks or enough tips and tricks when it comes to driving a dang old thing, because that's really what I'm worried about. That almost looks like my car. That's a Ford. But it doesn't look like a Fiesta. It's white and stuff. This part I'm scared of. I'm scared like I'm going to just give it too much oomph and roll right over the top of that bad boy. That's the setup process so the thing don't drive off, I guess, of the dolly later on. That's coming up, y'all. That's coming up. This I'll probably have to do. My plan is to probably go to U-Haul on the 18th and then on the 19th start my trip to the next location. So y'all probably not gonna really see too many videos coming up, to be honest. I know I need to do some editing, but I got other things on my mind. I got other things to worry about. Donnelly, I see you in here, my bad. I see you. You've been in here for a little bit. Good evening to you. Hope you had a good week, or if you didn't have a good week, I'm happy it's over for you. You can have a good weekend. Next week, I know it's gonna be fantastic for all of us. I'm certain of it. Oh, I still got that thing on video going. We can go ahead and stop you. I still got to figure out. Hello. Oh. Oh. Is that the chickens? Where I'm saying they're supposed to have free range chickens. I hear weird stuff in the background. I don't know what it is, though. I think they don't work. I don't think that's a chicken. There we go. Back to that. Don't start up again. Oh, we'll just do it that way. I think I broke it though. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Ugh, sorry. Close too many of my windows. I need to put everything back in. It's getting hot in here. But anyway, so also got my pictures. Backtracking here. So yesterday when Lindsay was here, we talked about how we went indoor skydiving. We got our pictures and our video. I'm excited about that. I don't know how to get to them though, of course, so I can't show y'all. But I did bring my camera, so I did film a little bit. So I will have some footage that I can show y'all. I don't know if it's necessarily enough for like video. Well, I mean, I can definitely do a video. It just may not be like super long. But for anybody who's interested in what it's like, you'll be able to get to see the video footage that I took, as well as the video footage that they actually filmed as well, because the package that Lindsay got, it included pictures and video. And it was cool looking at the pictures because when we were there, I couldn't really see Lindsay's face that much. I can see her eyes, but I couldn't really see her face. In the pictures now, I can actually see like the smile. I can see her mouth. But I mainly just was like, all I noticed was the eyes the whole time. This is all I could really focus on. In the pictures, they looked so cute. You can tell we was just having the bestest of time. You can tell we had a great time. Just smiles the whole way. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I've wanted to do indoor skydiving before. However, the price point is always something I'm like, well, I can't really pay for it. So hopefully, if I do get to do it again, it's on Groupon or somebody. I'm gonna need a discount. I get why they price it where it is, because even though, you know, I think it's expensive, I kind of am like, well, I'm willing to do some splurging once in a while so I can go again. But I'm only saying that now because I've experienced it the first time. Before, I definitely was dragging my feet because I didn't want to pay that bill. Yeah, I don't know my password. Ain't no point. Okay, we done. I was gonna try to look it up, but I ain't gonna be able to get to it. Let's see. So anybody got any plans this weekend? Besides, I already know Girl at the Beach. She about to go to Arboretum. I think I'm saying it. Am I saying it right? I know you going, girl. I know you going. Anybody actually got plans that they excited about? Granted, everybody's gonna be working out tomorrow. I know that. But before 6 o'clock tomorrow, what are the plans? Or maybe what's your post-workout plans? I know this weekend, since my friend's coming in town, this is definitely going to be one of those challenging weeks when you're battling between being healthy, which is what we're trying to do, and being very sinful, okay? I already got a big old bottle in the fridge of alcohol, so I know when it's time to work out, I am going to be struggling. Because I did, for one of our works out, I can't remember what day it was. It was one of the days where I was dying, and then I realized after the workout why I was dying, because the day before I had like 2 or 3 shots, and I felt how much that affected my body. So I'm a little worried. I'm hoping that we don't act like we still in our 20s. Because when I come in here to work out with y'all, if y'all like, she's definitely dragging, that means I was acting like I was in my 20s and not my 40s, and I overdid it. But after this weekend, I feel like I'll be okay. I can get back to my straight and narrow. I won't have any distractions. This is why sometimes being social not a good thing. One, being social always costs money, and 2, sometimes you fall into bad habits, and I know that's what's going to happen, and it better not mess up my little routine. Luckily, since we got this thing going where every day 6 p.m. during the month of March we are meeting up, you and I know that it's going to help me stay focused, but I'm still scared. I'm still scared. Unhealthy Stizzy is going to win this weekend. I need healthy Stizzy to be the one in control. That's probably why I'm hydrating right now. I'm just being, proactive this time around. Go ahead and get the body the energy as well as the electrolytes that it needs. Just in case while you're attempting to be healthy, you're also being unhealthy. You gotta try your best to balance it out. Oh, okay, Van Miles, I see you in here. I was not popping up. I'm glad I popped it back into the chat because I wasn't seeing it on my screen. So Van Miles is in here. Welcome, girl. It's okay to have fun sometimes. Thank you. Sometimes I just need a little reminder, but I also gotta remind myself I am not 20. So stop acting like it. Donnelly, good week. Just tired and had to give my bones a rest. I understand that. I'm going through the chat now. Before, I was missing a lot of y'all messages. Now I'm actually seeing them. Thank goodness. Bam, quick question. Did you get notification? This phone is acting up again. Did you get notification on time this time, or is it still acting a little weird? Are you still getting your notification? Are they still delayed? Was a little late, so they still delayed. That's so weird. I wonder what that's all about. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, hey family. Oh, okay. That one should already came through. Now, how's your week going? Actually, are you still traveling, or did you head back home? I feel like I'm trying to think your last video if you were still out on the road. Okay, you got a little plan for how to fix it. You're back home. Okay, okay. Now, if you're interested in van life, everyone, I just want you to know Van Mile does have a channel. Does anybody else, everybody else that actually posts videos, I want to let us know. Let us know that you are a content creator. We want to know more about your story. So, of course, y'all got my story, little RV newbie. Van Miles gets to travel with, she has a big old fur baby. Your fur baby's big. She has, give me a second. It's right at the tip of my tongue. Dang it. Can't remember what type of dog you have. We'll be back out in April. German Shepherd. There you go. I can picture the ears. I can picture your dog and your husband when you were at the Gator place. Gator. I don't think it's called Gator Island. Gator Lake. When you were walking around with your dog, I was freaking out. You were freaking out the whole time. And the whole time I'm like, you're not worried about the fur baby because you know dogs just sniffing and any and everything. But together y'all was freaking out. Hubby was like, we got this. I would never let anything happen to you. I was like, then y'all started to kind of get it. You was like, you're not even paying attention. That was fun, by the way. So she does have a video where she's with her dog, and it's kind of similar to when I took the dogs out to Warner Bryce or whatever. The first park we went to when we were out here in Florida, I was freaking out. The dogs had me nervous because they were so excited, so wanting to get into everything. She definitely had that similar experience when she went out. They were near Panama City though. They weren't, in my area. They were in Panama City. And they went to a place called like Gator Lake. It's something gator in it, and it's known to have, I guess, a lot of gators in the area. And she went with the hubby and the fur baby. Now Lisa asks, would I ever travel overseas? Absolutely, absolutely. I've done some traveling overseas during my cruise ship days. So when I worked on the cruise ship, and I worked on the cruise ship like right after college. So when I graduated for college, like within weeks, I was on the cruise ship. And I did cruise staff youth. I was a youth counselor, which was basically cruise staff for the kids. So almost, I guess, the babysitter / summer camp counselor. That was what my job was. And I did have the opportunity to travel to places like Canada, East and West. I got to go to Alaska and then the Caribbean islands. So we did, and I remember Antigua being on one of the lists. We went to St. Lucia with one of my trips. What other places did we go to? I kind of have to see a map, but I got to do the Caribbean. Now, I do want to continue to travel. I want to go back to Canada, but I want to go to Canada in the RV. I also want to explore places like Costa Rica. I want to explore Mexico. I do want to explore Mexico. Mexico was like one of those places where I was like, not so much. But then the more I actually started watching videos, especially videos about a lot of like Black Americans that wind up traveling or relocating, a lot of them going to Mexico. So now I'm kind of a little more intrigued and interested in traveling to Mexico. But I'm more or less, most of the places I want to go to have beaches. That's usually like, for sure places that I want to go to. Excuse me. But then there's some that I think are a little random because they're not necessarily Caribbean settings. However, they do still have beaches. So one of those places is Japan. I really want to go to Japan. Japan is a place where I don't know why I'm attracted to it, but I always had this. When I think about Japan, I always think like Japan is in the future. So there's certain movies that you'll see that's set in Japan, and I just love this type of things, the technology or the way the city is set up. I think it's so cool, so I'm intrigued. And the funny thing is, I was gung-ho about Japan before I knew too much about the earthquakes. So now that I understand that, okay, if you want to go to Japan, there's a big possibility you may have to deal with earthquakes. Now I'm like, I still want to go. I also always was interested in Amsterdam. Amsterdam was solely for vice purposes. I was like, I want to go to the Red District and I want to try legal drugs. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. That's why I wanted to go to Amsterdam. So that's on the list. Australia for some reason is on the list, and I don't know why, because they have the scariest wildlife, the scariest spiders, the scariest everything, and for some reason I'm like, but they have cool beaches. It's one of those places that I want to go, but I don't want to go. Where else? I think I want to go to London. It isn't necessarily for any reason outside of Harry Potter. I'm sorry. I literally want to go because of Harry Potter. So I want to go to London. Also, I want to go because I know Janet lived there for a while. Janet Jackson. That was another reason why I wanted to go. Of course, Barbados is on the list. I feel like, did we travel? I'm trying to think if I feel like we traveled to Barbados. I want to say this was one of the places that I got to go. I think on the cruise ship. I think also like Dominican Republic was also one of the places I got to go. Let's see. I have some people in here. Lisa says she has a nephew, a sister who loved Japan. I don't know anybody who's went to Japan and they were like they didn't enjoy it. I haven't heard anybody say such a thing. It seems like everybody goes, everybody loves it, and then there's some people who go and never want to come back. And I feel like I might be one of those people. I even was getting excited, like I'm gonna learn Japanese. I didn't. I still haven't learned not a lick of Japanese, but sometimes I'm inspired to put on Japanese videos as I'm going to sleep, and then in hopes that something will be picked up as I'm falling asleep. But still, now that I'm up, I can tell you I can't remember none of those words, but I am definitely intrigued. And I feel like it may be a place where it's not like I'm just visiting temporarily, where it's one of those things where it's like I'm going to Japan and I'm staying for a year, and then maybe it'll go to, okay, I'm staying for 3 years, I'm staying for 5 years. I see Japan possibly being one of those places. Let's see. Mo also definitely prefers places with beaches. I grew up about 7 minutes from the beach. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing to grow. That's something that I've always admired. I'm telling you right now, I'm jealous of you. To say that you grew up in the beach town, I can't even imagine being so close to the beach where it's just like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go to the beach. You know, it's even when I travel, it's still a good 20 minutes to the beach, but to be that close, I would love it. And then I feel like to not live near the beach would then be traumatic. Once you move away, I don't know if I could do it. But then beach towns are also very expensive, so that's really rough. But that sounds like that was a cool childhood. I'm curious to know, do you know how to surf or any of those, I guess, water activity type things? Like, you know, I know there's surfing, and then of course, I guess if you live in a beach town, maybe be into fishing, snorkeling, and, you know, that type of stuff. Like, are you all like decked out and whatnot? I'm curious to know about that one, Mo. Lisa, my nephew and sister love Japan. Yeah, we read that one. Girl at the beach. What about New Zealand? I probably would check out New Zealand too, because as far as I'm concerned, let me even, y'all, I don't know what's going on with the phone. It keeps coming in and out. I don't understand. Okay, you're back again. Let me see. Let's see. New Zealand to me sounds very much like Australia, so I would absolutely go. I just, in my head, it has fantastic weather all the time. I don't really know if that's true. Sometimes I just create a scenario in my head and just stay with it. But in my head, it just feels like one of those places that's always warm. Always, the weather is just perfect year round. But we need to find out if that's true, so I'm not lying to myself for too long. New Zealand. Oh, see, it already looks pretty just looking at the photos. Immediately, yes. Immediately. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Images. See, right there, that last picture was just, yes. Put New Zealand on the list. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what else is nearby. Oop, I didn't click something. I didn't mean to. What is this? There's a Dunedin here in Florida. There's a Dunedin wherever this is. Okay, for the longest I was definitely saying it what was I saying? Dunedin. You know how embarrassing it is? I'm walking around Florida like, hey guys, have you ever been to Dunedin? And they were like, what the hell is Dunedin? I was like, Dunedin? You mean done eating? I said, whoops. Who knew? I mean, it looked like Dunedin. Look at that. That's Dunedin. I want to check it out though. What else we got? What else should I check out? New Zealand is a dream destination for me. Now that I'm seeing these pictures, I totally understand. Totally understand. Cause yes, look how pretty that is. Absolutely. Let me go swimming. And then I love this. It's like you got the mountains, then you got water where you can go swimming. That looks too pretty. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add that on the list. You got me. Absolutely. Let's see some other places I got to check out. Farthest, I did travel cross country in Europe and have fun. Oh, so like backpacking situation? I'm curious about this cross country trip in Europe. Let's see. Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam. It was okay. So it's not. So it's. I probably whatever I have envisioned in my head probably isn't really what it's like. But keep in mind, the main reason, honestly, I was ever excited about Amsterdam, and I got excited about Amsterdam in my college years when I was doing a lot of drugs, and I learned about the Red District, and I was like, absolutely, I need to go. But outside of the Red District, I don't even know what is in Amsterdam. Like, I don't even have the slightest idea what to picture. I just was like, drugs that are legal and sex workers. Yeah, I said, let's go. That's what my brain did. But let's look at these pictures in Amsterdam. Let's see. Okay, so I think it would be cool just to go, because I've never been to any places where you have that like canal set up. No, I didn't mean to go that far. Back it on up. Like, this is cool. Oh, it did it again. That's the same one I'm looking at. I just want to look at the picture. Like, I think this is cool. Oh, y'all can't see it because I want to go to these towns where everywhere you need to travel, you essentially need to travel by a little boat. Well, I guess not everywhere, because I'm seeing that they also have standard cars and streets. But I guess I still gotta check it out, just because how it's set up. Lisa, yeah, your favorite place is Germany. I have a friend who military, so grew up in the military as a military brat, and then also joined the military. She has been to Germany, I want to say like 3 or 4 times. She loves it. And of course, you know, when she first went out there, I was like, oh my God, Germany, are you sure you're safe? You know, Nazis. And she's like, it's not like that anymore. She's like, I actually like Germany more than I like the States. Germany has done everything that they needed to do to get better from that history, and she loves it. So I'm like, well, I guess I need to come visit. And then of course I got excited when she talked about, I want to say it's Oktoberfest, but I don't know if that's what it's officially called. I just know that sometimes people get dressed up, and you know, once you bring in costumes, I'm down. So Oktoberfest I want to go to, even though I don't like beer. I don't even like beer, but it just seems like a fun thing to experience, because I want to wear one of these outfits that they have. Like, boom, this would be me. Oh, not Oktoberfest Tampa. Ha! Well, this really could be me. Where is the Germany version? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's October. I could have sworn it was in Germany. Why is this popping up? Oh, it's showing that they have this basically in every city. I thought it was one in Germany that was really big. I saw some videos of people trying to walk after attending Oktoberfest, and that was funny. That would just, I feel like I would just have a good time, even though I don't like beer like that. Just people watching. I think I would die with laughter. Obviously, if I was to attend something like this, somebody else is going to have to drive. I'm going to have to go in the ride share, because I know for a fact I do not want to be on the roads if I'm attending something like that. Not at all. Let's see. Let me see what else we got in Girl at the Beach. The furthest I've traveled is China. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, that's traveling some right there. China isn't necessarily on my list of places that I want to visit though. I don't know why. Like, I know there's a lot of walking if you go though. You come out of there in shape. But China wasn't really something that I ever thought of going to. I was more excited about Japan. Not that I'm comparing the two. Definitely don't want people to think that's what I'm trying to say. But I got excited about Japan. But however, if I was ever given the opportunity to, if they were like, hey, you want to go to China? I'm not going to say no. Definitely would go. How'd you enjoy China, girl at the beach? And then Mo going back about being away from the beach. Yeah, being away from the beach is hard, and the cost of living was crazy. I fished. My daddy was, your daddy was a fisherman, snorkel, but never really surfed. Okay, you do it all. That's what I'm talking about. That's so cute. I don't know how to fish for my life, and I really want to. I've been fishing before, and I never caught a fish. The last time I went fishing was actually a few years ago. It was Lindsay's wedding. I think Lindsay tried to kill me. I just remember before the event, there was, like a group of us. It was a group of us. It was basically like the bridal shower. And we did one of those boat trips where you can go fishing. I can't remember if it was White Claw. I think it was White Claw or one of those popular like fruity beer type drinks. I hadn't had one before, and Lisa's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it. Try it." So right before getting on the boat, I chugged it, and I don't know if I chugged one or two, but I chugged it because I couldn't bring anything else, outside drinks, and I was like, "I'm gonna chug it, and then I'm gonna go. It's gonna be great." I threw up the whole time. The whole time I was on that fishing boat, I threw up. And I didn't understand what was going on because I literally had lived on a cruise ship for like a year. I worked on a cruise ship for a year. So I'm thinking like, I'm not going to be seasick. No problem. I got this. Threw up the whole time. The whole time. I to this day, I'm still mad. Now, I'm blaming Lindsay. It's probably, I should just blame myself, but I prefer to blame her. But I feel like I have to go fishing again to redeem myself, whether on a boat or I'm just standing on somebody's pier. Maybe I need to go there. I'll just stand on somebody's pier, but I still want to be in a fishing boat. And I got to catch something, and I want to get to the point where I can like gut the fish and then cook it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be able to survive on my own. If things was to go to shit, I want to be able to be like, don't worry, I got my fishing pole. I got this. Boom, boom, come back. We're good to go. But as of now, all I can do is buy frozen fish and, somewhat cook it. I wouldn't recommend eating it, but I'm going to eat it. What else we got? I see Chris Newman's in here. I went to Amsterdam for the same reason. It was so much, it has so much history. It's worth going for more. I understand. Okay. I will definitely check it out. What else we got? Lisa did Oktoberfest and the Jazz Fest in Germany. Ooh. Okay, the Jazz Fest. You know what? That sounds so mature. I should do a Jazz Fest in Germany. People would be so proud of me. Instead of me being like, I got shit face. I don't remember a damn thing. I pissed on something and got arrested. I feel like if I was like, I went to a Jazz Fest, it would be real classy, and then I would start drinking wine. But that sounds fun. Some of your cousins lived in Germany and growing up and they loved it. That is my friend, the one who grew up in Germany, and then when she was old enough and she was military, she chose Germany and went multiple times. So I know it's got to be good. I don't drink it, but the food is good. Got you. Girl at the beach, love places that are really old. You like the history. I can dig it. I do like when there's some interesting history. I do like seeing architecture that shows the age of a city. That I think is really cool. When the whole city is just modern, I'm like, oh, that's cool, it's whatever. But then when you also get to see, for example, with Philly, there's certain places in the city that still have cobblestone. That's a bit of the history. That's something that I always really enjoy when I get to that part of the city. So I do love more or less the architecture that you get to see when you have a city that has some age to it. You have a friend, so Lisa has a friend that wants to come to India. Funny story. So in college, I missed the opportunity to go to India. At the time, I want to say it may have been my sophomore year. I'm not really certain which year, but the earlier stages of college. There was an opportunity for me to do an abroad, and India was going to be the location. It was random. I don't even know why I picked this particular program or why. It was really random because I really hadn't had any interest to go to India, but if I could go through school, I thought it was going to be great. However, at the time, because of what was going on in the climate, family members kind of discouraged me from going. They were worried, and for good reason. And since India wasn't necessarily something that I had on my to-do list or my bucket list, when I came across some family members who were like, we are a little worried, I was like, no problem, I just won't go. But now I kind of wish like I had gone just to finally be like, just to say I got to go to India, and then I would have been in India for a whole semester. That would have been cool. But once again, I don't know why I even applied to that program, because the fact that it was in India already makes it random. If it was somewhere else, like Japan, like if there was a program in Japan, yes, I probably would have been like, let's go. And even if my family was like, no, there's earthquakes, politically there's things going on, we're worried about your safety, I still would have went. But India was one where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I just shrugged it off. St. Kitts is beautiful. Let me check St. Kitts, because let me see if I've been there. St. Kitts, because that definitely sounds, why does that sound familiar? There we go. Did I go to St. Kitts? Possibly. Let me check. This why I got this. That's how I gotta check. Cruise America. No. Oh my God. Holland America. Holland America was the cruise ship that I worked on. What I have to do to get an idea of where I went is look at the routes that they go on. But St. Kitts sounds familiar for some reason. I feel like that might have been one of the locations we went. Let me look at the Caribbean. Get an idea where we went. Okay. So right now. Boom. Okay, this is what we got going. I'm checking out. Just gotta see. Now, I definitely remember going to Half Moon Cay. I definitely remember going to San Juan, St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Lucia. Okay, this one looks familiar. This one is probably one of the ones that I did, because I definitely remember San Juan, St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Lucia, and Barbados. That sounds very familiar. So those are some locations that I went to. I really feel like I did St. Kitts as well, because one of the trips that I did, it was Antigua. And I remember having conversations about how they say it differently. Or no, is that St. Martin? Maybe St. Martin is one where, depending on where you are on the island, they spell it a little differently. I just don't have a hardcore memory of St. Kitts. I do still have a hardcore memory of Barbados, because when I did get to port in Barbados, there was this little like rum bar right near the port, and they had banana boats. I don't know if, I guess that's what it's called, banana boats. Let me see if that's what's called. Banana boats. No, boats. Yes. This thing was so fun. So this is why I remember Barbados, because it's a little rum island. I'm sorry, a little rum bar that I would go to, and they had this thing. Oh my gosh. And it was free. You didn't even have to pay for it. They had that, and they had some inflatables where you can like jump into the water, or it was like a little trampoline right on the beach. Loved it. That was all I did though. Whenever I got to get off at Barbados, that's literally all I did, but I absolutely loved it. So I have a hardcore memory of Barbados because of that, but the other places not so much. I do have memories of Canada. I do specifically remember Quebec. And the reason I remember Quebec is because of the fries things, whatever that's called. And then I remember one time, for whatever reason, we got to stay out late. So usually when we would come into port by like 6-7 o'clock, we're heading back on the sea. For whatever reason, one time we got to Quebec, and then we got to stay the night. Not necessarily like all night, but it was nighttime when I was walking around with the crew. And I remember coming back, and hanging out in the crew like lounge and chipping my tooth. I remember chipping one of my front teeth on like a bottle. I did something weird where I was drinking and then I came down and it hit the table and hit my tooth and I knocked my tooth out. And I remember that happened in Quebec. So I have that memory of Quebec. And then I also have memories of Victoria. For some reason, Victoria stands out. I think I just thought it was really pretty. So those are places that I definitely remember. Everything else kind of like, whatever happened, it didn't stick with my memory. Y'all know the memory ain't the bestest. Let's see, girl, like to be some cities were really modern, like Shanghai, or then this is referring to China. Shanghai has an amazing downtown and lights up at night. That sounds fun. I probably would, like I said, if I had the opportunity, I would definitely go to China. As of now, it's just not one of the places I'm rushing to, but that sounds exciting. I learned to gut and cook fish at my grandparents' luncheonette when I was around 15. So that's what I need. Shoot, I need to go to somebody's luncheonette. Oh, okay. You worked and lived in the part of Philly with cobblestone. Oh, okay, so you got that Philly experience. Hey. Yeah, so then if you worked, I feel like that means you were somewhere where with small streets and terrible traffic. Not terrible traffic, but terrible parking. Because every time I'm somewhere in Philly and there's cobblestone, the streets are super narrow and parking is not fun. So if you have to live and work there, that sounds terrible. Exciting, but terrible. Let's see. Lisa, you loved Paris. I'm trying to think. Is Paris a place that I want to go to? Not really. Every time, and I think one reason why with Paris, I'm like, I know everybody wants to go to Paris, but then there's always those people who are like, it smells like piss. Then I don't want to go. Plus, I lived in Vegas for a long time, and they have a fake Paris there. So technically, I did go to Paris, not the same one, obviously. However, I think I've come across just way too many videos where people are like, where it was like the hype of Paris it's not even worth it. It smells like pee. Nothing looks like what it does in photos. The photos are always lies. They're filtered, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I won't go there. However, once again, if somebody says you want to go to Paris, I'm getting in the car. The plane. Can't drive there. I'm definitely getting in the plane. It's just not something that I'm rushing to. Let's see what else we got. We got Mo. Girl at the beach. My daddy had me had to do cleaning and catching. But your daddy was smart to have you doing all that stuff, because he now knows that you can survive if the time comes. I do wish I would have had that opportunity, but it's okay. I didn't grow up with that, but I'm a learn it as an adult. I know I'm gonna be out here looking crazy though. I just gotta find some fisher friends. What else we got? Lisa, Italy has beautiful beaches. Let's see what the beaches and yeah. You right. Look at this. This is a party right here. I love seeing all the blues in this photo right here. This is the type of stuff that almost looks fake. It's so pretty. Clear water. I can see down to the bottom. I can stand up, look down in the water, look at my feet. I'm sorry, look at the fish that's in the water. That's what it looks like here. Okay, you got me. I just want pictures. I just want images. I don't feel like going through. This looks pretty too. Absolutely. I also was interested in Greece. After seeing pictures of Greece, I feel like I want to travel there too. I feel like they have pretty beaches as well. So Greece, I want to visit. Now, I don't know how we're going to make this happen, because all these trips cost the monies. They definitely cost the monies, but we going to get there. I feel like as far as international travel, Canada's likely to be next. That's going to be the easiest one to get to, Canada. And then outside of Canada, I feel like if I get my way down to Costa Rica, I think it would be so cool if I can actually drive the RV down, like through Mexico, make my way all the way down to like Costa Rica. Let's see how far I would want to go. Let me see about that. I've seen a few people who've done it. A lot of people are scared, you know. Unfortunately, they are fearful of the activity, especially going through Mexico. However, I've come across a few videos of women who traveled with their kids, and they said it wasn't that bad. Let's see, what else is down there with Costa Rica? We got, I wanted to do Costa Rica, Panama I think would be cool, Belize would be cool. Only thing is, outside of the potential for, you know, some gang related activity on the way down through Mexico, you can make it through there safely. All this, like Belize, Honduras, Costa Rica, Panama, and then to go down and go all through South America, just, I would be in heaven. I just don't know if it's one of those places that really caters to RVs. Like, this is a place where I'm like, okay, parking, you know, if I have my RV, will I be able to find a place to park? Maybe nothing officially, but I feel like it's plenty of land. If I could just make friends all the way down there, I would have a blast. Y'all may never see me unless I'm getting deported back to the States. That may be the only time y'all will see me. But I feel like that would be fantastic. Anytime I have the opportunity to travel to a place that's closer near the equator, I know I am going to want to stay. I know I'm going to want to stay. That would be a cool, but I still, like, if I could actually just drive my RV and just see how far I can go, that would be so amazing. I'd have to learn a few languages though, just so I don't confuse myself. And then maybe, if it's possible, once I'm done traveling all of Latin America, I come back up to Venezuela and then get on the ferry and then explore all the little Caribbean islands. Go from Venezuela to Trinidad and then just make my way up. I don't even know if this is real life. Like, are there ferries that will let an RV on? I don't know. But if that was possible, the way I would just park on somebody's beach and just stay until hurricane season. Until hurricane season, then I would take myself back somewhere else. I would have to be out of there. But I think it would be lovely. All right, Donnelly, peace out. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you once again for hanging out with us. I may have already missed your departure, but I see you. I do see you. Lisa, I really clear blue water. I don't know which place you were talking about because we done looked at a few places with clear and blue water, but yes. If it's clear and blue water, take me there. I will be on that beach in the happiest of happiest moods. Let us all dream. Let us all dream. I do wish that whatever place, wherever you want to travel, you actually get the opportunity to do that. I wish that for all of you, because there's nothing like exploring. I feel bad for people who haven't had the opportunity to explore outside of maybe like their home state, because the world is so much bigger, so much colorful, so much more colorful than we know, and you don't really get to experience that until you're out and you're traveling. I think it also helps open eyes, or people start to see the difference between what you see on the internet, what you see on TV versus what's actually there. A lot of us have been taught to fear a lot of these countries, and you get out there and you're like, there's nothing. I like this place better than home. They made it seem like it was gonna be crime ridden, everybody's starving, just you're constantly avoiding something. And in actuality, it's like better than home. Okay, Lisa, I see. That's what you're talking about as far as the clear blue. Have you? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Did you say this is a place you want to visit, or you've been there already? In Italy. No, I'm not gonna be able to find it in the chat. I can't remember. You said you wanted to go there, or you've actually been. Oh, that's right. You travel cross country in Europe. That's right. So you probably did actually get to go there. The thing is, when you get to travel and see places like that, the hardest thing is coming home. You've been there. I don't know, man. I would be so sad the day it was time for me to come home, because this is just, oh my goodness. Now I do need to see, like, what's the bad thing? You know, like being in Florida, the bad thing is some of the wildlife and the hurricanes. You know, like, oh, you get to go to the beach, but certain seasons life is scary. I gotta figure out what the you know, what makes this not perfect. Vegas, of course, the heat in the summertime, that's like the bad thing. The fact that it's always a drought. I think every state, every city has like their goods, their bads, their pros, their cons. I got to find out what the cons are here outside these beautiful beaches, so I don't set myself up. I gotta find out which of these places I can go to and easily get a passport or become a citizen. I know some of these places are just inviting people to their country. Like, if you come on down, you plan to stay for at least 3 years, we'll let you have a passport. I mean, not a passport, you'll officially be a citizen. I need to get all the ones that are welcoming visitors, just in case. Everybody needs to have a backup plan nowadays. Have a place to go in case the U.S. just gotta be ready. And you know, ideally I can go somewhere with a beach and fantastic weather. Okay, yeah, I saw that you've been there. Lisa has been here. Look, she's been. It's beautiful. It really is. Now I know some of these they done added some filters, because all these colors, it just can't be real. I refuse to believe. I wonder how busy it is out there though. This beach looks pretty full, but everybody look happy. Is this somebody's? This is a blog. Let's get away from you. I just want to look at the pictures. I don't want to read anything. This looks pretty. Some of the daily visitor limits. Oh goodness! Now I know. These Italian beaches are enforcing strict daily visitor limits. That's a good and bad thing. At least you go to the beach and have some room to enjoy it. But if you like me, where everywhere you go late, dang, I done missed my. They gonna be like, nope, cut off, find somewhere else to go. I'm just sit there and cry in the car. Well, let us all put out some positive vibes that we get to travel, especially to these places with amazing beaches. Oh, Ghana, yes, Ghana is also on my list. Oh, Ghana is one of the places where if you can easily get a citizenship. I think, yeah, for Black Americans. I remember Ghana was on there. Nigeria, I think, is one of them as well. Where else? I see Girl at the Beach would love to go to Ghana. I would love to go anywhere in Africa, in all honesty. I'm not even gonna pick one location. Give me all of them. Obviously, I do want to stay on the coast still because of the water. But, you know, last time, maybe some bad memories by the coast, depending on where I'm at. But I think it would be cool. And to see Africa the way it truly is, not what you are told. There's this one content creator, cracks me up all the time. And of course, I don't know her name. I just know that her main page is people asking questions, kind of stupid. Some of the times I think they're questions that people truly were curious about, and then sometimes I think it's just a joke, like, do you have air conditioning in Africa? And then she'll respond in some type of way which gives it a comical twist to it, but she'll show like, yes, we have air conditioning, but what she's saying is like she'll make up some story. So it's always kind of fun to watch her. But she has shown some pretty cool things, whether it was like village life. I think most of the stuff was more like village life, not necessarily like city life. But I have seen, you know, a lot of movies, a lot of Nollywood movies, African movies, where I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I want to go there. That looks fun. I just don't know, like, okay, if I had to pick, where would I want to go first in Africa? Like, I see Girl at the Beach, you're saying Ghana. I probably would make my list based off who has the best beaches. Let's see, best beaches in Africa. Let's see what we got. Let's see what they suggest. But show me a map. Is this Africa too? Hold on now. Look at these African beaches. Yup. Absolutely. Take me here. Take me there. I want to go there. Take me there. TripAdvisor. Let's see. You want to give me an easy list? But where is this? Thanks. Okay. They telling me the name of the beach. I need to know the country. Make it. I don't. My geography is not on point. You have to help me out. Well, once again, just drop me off at the top, and then I'll just RV my way all the way around the continent. Get to as many countries as possible, but I'm mainly gonna stay near the coast. These you guys are killing me. Okay, I just want the image. It's just like, why does this happen? Alright, there we go. So, let me see. We got Ghana there. I feel like Nigeria is one of those places where you can get a citizenship pretty easy. I want to go there. I want to go to Madagascar just because of the movie. A lot of times, it's a shame. It'd be like certain movies. I'm like, I'm going just because of this movie. I will go to Madagascar. I do want to check out South Africa. I say that with like I want to go, but then at the same time, I kind of want to boycott them at the same time. It's such a confusing feeling, but I want to go. Senegal, I want to go there. I feel like Kenya would be cool as well. I think Morocco would be cool. One of these days, it'd be nice if I could take Stizzy Chronicles internationally on the road. That would be amazing. Right now, the U.S. will do. We still got some time left in Florida. We're going to continue to enjoy that. And I'm still looking forward to possibly going to New England in the summer. I am debating New England or head over to Washington. Because then if I head to Washington, I'm already on the West Coast, which is where I want to be for winter 2025. I think I'm going to go to the Northeast though. And then just suck it up and make that drive. Yes, the beaches in Africa are gorgeous. Those pictures are amazing. Exactly. We all gonna make it. We gonna get the money right. We gonna have the PTO that we need. And if you got kids, babysitters, fur babies, pet sitters, all that's gonna fall into place. We gonna get our trips in. I already know it. I feel it. And I can't wait for us to swap stories when it's all said and done. Then we can go through our list. Right now, we got a list of places we want to go. Then we're going to have a list of places that we love the most and places that we can't wait to go back to. It's going to happen. And I'm looking forward to that. But I am now going to start heading on out. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. I got some videos I need to start working on, and I'm hot. I do want to put on the AC, and if I had the AC on, y'all wouldn't really be able to hear me. Gotta get back to my fur babies. They just sitting here looking at me crazy, waiting for me to hang out with them. And tomorrow we will be working out again, 6 p.m. We'll be starting week 3. So I hope that everybody has, stayed focused. I hope everybody continues to feed their body right so they can make it to the workout and get through it. Y'all know I'm gonna be dying, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen, and then we will take it from there. So have a good weekend, and I will indeed see you tomorrow. Everybody, just enjoy life. Enjoy. Good night, Lisa. Good night, everyone. Why aren't you huffing and puffing, sir? I'm about to get off. Just rude. Hug the fur babies and good night. Will do. Mo Kitchens, good night to you too. All right now.